Hello and welcome to another episode of Husker Dive. We are joined by Gena Jorgenson today from Husker Swim and Dive. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming. So we just have a couple introductory questions. So where are you from?
So I am actually from Aberdeen, South Dakota, which is the northeast part of South Dakota, almost right by North Dakota and right by Minnesota. So I'm up there.
So cold.
It's cold there.
Dang. Okay, and what's your major?
I am a biology major with a psych minor right
Oh,
now.
cool. What do you want to do with that?
So when I first came, I was like dead set on going to med school, and right now that's still the plan, but I've I've thought about changing it to more nursing, so we'll see. I still got a couple more years.
There you go. I'm a nurse, so I can say it's a good career.
Okay.
Um, what brought you to Nebraska?
So I actually never really thought I would come to Nebraska. It wasn't on my list. And then obviously being an student athlete, you get recruited and it was a school that reached out to me. I always thought, I probably won't go to Nebraska. I want to go further from home.
Mm,
But I came on a visit and I absolutely loved everything here and all the coaches and my teammates. I loved it. So I knew it was the place for me.
good. What other schools were you thinking about going to?
So I thought about going to Kansas, Rutgers, Wyoming, Denver, a couple smaller schools, but nothing super far away, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you came to Nebraska. And for swim, what events do you do?
So I'm a distance swimmer, so I swim the longest events you can. I swim the mile, that's probably my best event. And then I also do the 1,500 and then 400 IM. So I do a lot of things, but mainly distance.
Wow. And the IM, that's where you do a bunch of different types of like you do like the butterfly, the backstroke, the freestyle, everything, right?
Yep. And I do
What
the longest one of that. So
dang, which one's your favorite?
I like the 1,000, so it's not the longest, but it's definitely not the shortest. It's right in between. It's 40 lengths, so
Wow. Wow, that's tough. I don't know how you do a mile. That's crazy. That
yeah,
that's
that
just
one
wild.
that one's not fun.
What's your best mile time?
Um, I was a 16:13 last March.
And that was a school record, right?
Yes. Yes.
Wow, congratulations. That's impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got a list of a bunch of your other like accomplishments and accolades that you've gotten. I just want you to tell me like which one means the most to you and why. So,
Um, oh, sorry, you go.
oh no, so I have your NCAA championship qualifier. You're a three-time Nebraska school record holder, and you were South Dakota champion in all seven events that you did for 5 straight years.
Yeah, I would say the one that I'm probably most proud of is probably the NCAA qualifying. Just because that one's so tough in our sport, like
Hmm.
only I think 39 girls go per event in the
Wow.
whole country, and you obviously are invited. So I snuck in there last year as like the 38th seed in my events, and that was probably my most my biggest accomplishment for me personally.
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Hoping to go back this year.
I'm hoping to. I'm hoping.
Yeah. And then what got you into swimming?
So both my mom and my grandma swam when they were little, and my grandma was a swim coach, which kind of led to my mom going, and then my mom was actually a swim coach, so kind of just got thrown in there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then I also have some fun questions for you. So who is the most famous person that you have ever met?
Um, ooh. I've met Michael Phelps before. That's probably the most
Okay.
famous person I've ever met.
Yeah, that I would say that's pretty famous. How was that?
It was just quick, brief.
Hmm.
He was going somewhere, ran into him, but that was it.
Dang, that's cool.
Yeah.
Um, and then if you could grow gills and like swim literally anywhere in the world for an unlimited amount of time, saltwater or freshwater, where would you go and like what would you explore?
Ooh. Honestly, I would probably go to like the ooh, the waters like by Bora Bora and just like snorkel and deep dive over there and look at like
Mm,
all the sea life underneath and see like sharks and fish and all that fun stuff.
okay. You're not scared of sharks or anything?
No.
That's bold. I am. Sadie won't even touch, she won't even go in the lake or anything.
I don't even know
No.
how to swim anymore. So I did once upon a time, but I haven't done it in so long that I'd probably drown.
You used to be big into kneeboarding though.
I did. I was an avid kneeboarder one summer, going in and out
Hmm.
of the lake, but that was pretty much it. And then I was like, I really can't see what's underneath me, and I'm not trying to get snatched. And so I haven't been back in. That was probably like back in 2014. So
It's okay. I don't do open water because I don't like not knowing what's underneath me.
yeah,
Yeah, open
yeah.
water. I did the sprint triathlon in the summer, and we did open water swimming. That there was a lot of people that were definitely pretty scared. It was kind of scary because you couldn't see anything underneath you, and like there's people all around. Yeah, that was definitely different than pool swimming.
No, I wouldn't. I could never do it.
No, yeah, no, it was definitely different. Um, if you could dream up a 1 week trip with unlimited money, unlimited resources, you could take whoever, go wherever, what would you do?
Um, I actually just got asked this question by one of my friends. I would go to Europe, probably, and just do a big like European travel. I'd probably take all my friends from home
Hmm.
with me. I would love to spend most of my time in like Switzerland and go skiing and all that stuff. So
Mm,
that's probably what I would do.
yeah, that'd be cool. The huge mountains over in Switzerland. I saw this thing that said that it was cheaper to go skiing in Switzerland too than it is in Colorado. So
Hey,
there you
there
go.
we go.
Um, what has been your favorite thing about college so far?
Probably just meeting a whole bunch of different people. I was when I first came, I was pretty shy and it kind of broke me out of my shell a little bit to get out and meet people from different areas of Nebraska and even all
Hmm.
over the world. And then also become friends with different athletes, different students. It was just that's probably my favorite part so far.
Yeah, for sure. Do you go back to South Carolina pretty frequent or South Dakota pretty frequently or no?
No, not often. Just for whenever we get like longer breaks. Like I was
Hmm.
able to go home for Thanksgiving this year and also Christmas. And that's probably going to be the only two times I'll go back until my brother graduates this year, so I'll probably go back for his graduation and then I'll be here the rest of the time.
Gotcha. That's cool. Does your brother swim too?
Yes, but he's more of a football boy.
Oh, there you go. Hey, he should come to Nebraska then. Big football school.
For real. I tried to convince him.
Yeah. Um, and then what are all of your favorite hobbies outside of swimming?
I really like to read. I've definitely gotten into reading more, and then I love to bake as well. Definitely don't like to do the dishes, but
Hmm.
baking, I love the
That's
food. And
understandable.
then I also love like traveling and outdoor activities like hiking and biking, all that stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, and what's your favorite thing to bake?
Hmm. I don't know. I like simple things like cookies or brownies,
Mm.
just the plain, easy to make, easy to eat.
Hmm. Have you found a bunch of outdoorsy stuff to do in Nebraska or no?
No, not yet. I don't have a lot of free time to do that.
Yeah,
Hopefully this summer.
yeah, that makes sense. And then I have some swim slash kind of fun questions. So because I'm just curious, I'm sure other people are too. What does your usual day look like?
So like on a normal school day, I guess, even on breaks, we practice at 6 a.m.
Mm,
to 9 most of the time. we swim for about 2 hours and then lift for 45 minutes to an hour. And then I go to my classes, eat, all that stuff. Normally I have 2 or 3 classes a day and then have practice again at like 2:30 to 4:30 and then I go home, eat, or I go to training table, eat, and then homework and then bed by
Wow.
hopefully 10:30. Do it all again the next day.
That's a grind.
Mhm.
So how much time do you spend in the water then a day? If you have like 5 hours of practice, I know you said some of it's weightlifting, but are you in like the water the entire time, the rest of it?
So since I'm a distance swimmer, I actually swim more than like the sprinters. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the water probably 4 hours a day and
Oh
then
my goodness.
lifting 45 to an hour. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. It's
Wow, that's
busy.
yeah, holy crap, that's crazy. 4 hours. Wow. So how many miles do you think you swim a year then?
Oh, a year? Ooh, a lot. Cause we probably do like 4 or 5 miles a day. So I don't know, times that by what, 365 days?
Dang. So over 1,000, over
Yeah.
1,200 miles.
Yeah.
That's wow, that's wild. Shoot. Um, and you already answered what practices look like for you. What's your motivation behind swimming?
I think it's just to kind of push myself, get myself out of my comfort zone. It's also a way to like detach myself from like school and other like stresses in my life and then just to see how far I can go, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And then what's like the mental part like behind swimming? Like what do you think about usually while you're swimming? Is there anything in specific or no?
Personally, no. Like the practices can get super long sometimes and sometimes you kind of just have to turn your mind off
Mm,
and just go for it. Cause like I'm somebody who I get kind of nervous for practice, so I kind of have to think back to what I'm really doing and then kind of just block it out.
mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Just focus on like the fundamentals and the muscle memory and everything. And
Mm. Yeah.
okay. And then how do you best train like outside of school practice and stuff? Like when you were back home or in high school, what was the best way to train? Was it just swimming or?
Yeah, so when I was back home, I honestly didn't train like specifically for my events. Like we
Mm-hmm.
did everything cuz club is much different than like college swimming. So I trained for the shortest events and the longest events.
Mm,
Um Here, it's easier to train just more specifically, but, like, swimming for me helps more than, like, lifting.
mm,
So, I think that's why we swim so much longer as distance swimmers than, like, the sprinters do, because they need more power.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I just don't know how you do it for like multiple miles a day. That just blows my mind. That's crazy. And then I have one more question before we go to hot takes with Sadie. So, what are you most looking forward to at Nebraska this year?
I'm looking forward to kinda just seeing where it takes me. I guess that's kind of broad, but, um Nebraska, I wanna go to NCAAs, that's,
Mm-hmm.
like and then I also wanna see our team do well at Big Tens as
Mm-hmm.
well, and then after that, we actually have 3 girls who made it to trials, so Olympic trials, so that's
Dang.
something that I'm excited to see.
Wow, yeah, that's impressive. That's super exciting.
Mhm.
And what about personally, like what are you most excited for outside of swim too? Is there any like event you're really looking forward to going to or any like social activity or no?
I'm really looking forward to the Zach Bryan concert in April.
Ooh,
I went
okay.
I went to his one in September, and I got more tickets, so I'm gonna go with my best friend from back home in Omaha in
Okay.
April. I'm super excited.
That's super exciting. Do you have a favorite song of his?
No, I like them all. I can't pick.
I like them all too. My wife doesn't like his songs, but I love them. I think they're so good.
So that I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, that's really fun. That's super exciting. All right, Sadie, what you got?
Okay, my turn. All right. So essentially what I do here is I bring up a bunch of hot topics that that either come from me personally or things that I've heard. Um, we asked this one to every athlete that we've interviewed. So in what we've come to learn that is there's agave, we put agave in this, but one of our biggest things was the Qdoba versus Chipotle debate. And
Mhm.
I think at least 90% of the athletes that we had, like last season we did this stuff, were saying agave tops it all. So what's your opinion on that?
Honestly, I would agree. I love agave. Um, I only grew up with like Qdoba at home,
Mhm.
but coming here, I would say agave definitely tops both of them, both
Mm,
Chipotle and Qdoba.
What's your go-to there?
I always get a chicken bowl.
Mm.
okay.
That's everywhere I go.
Hmm.
Yeah, me too. Chicken and rice I could probably eat every day for the rest of my life.
You do eat
Same.
that every day.
I do indeed. I do. But okay, let's see. The next one. This is a pretty common one that pineapple belongs on pizza. What's your take on that?
Okay, so I honestly couldn't care less if it's on there or if it is, I'll eat anything, but if there's other options, I'll probably go with a different option.
That's valid. That's valid. Okay. So you're pretty neutral about that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, here's one. It's food related still. When it comes to hot dogs, some people have called them sandwiches. Like there was a big debate going on about that. And I just recently heard maybe it's a taco. So how do you feel about these things?
Honestly, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that it's a taco before, but I wouldn't consider it a sandwich either. I
Yeah.
feel like it's its own thing.
Okay. That's I agree but then when I heard taco, I mean the way
I guess
it's
it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It
cold.
looks like a taco, but it's not in a tortilla.
Yeah, it is. It's like a
Yeah,
with meat in the middle.
right. Like tortillas bread folded
Yeah.
up. So I don't know. Like I just heard that like a couple days ago. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go see what some people start to think about this one. So
That's
yeah,
so funny.
that was a little crazy. Okay. Let's move towards water topics. Not completely related to swimming at all, just has water in it somehow. So the first one is that water, like plain water, like tap water, well water, whatever, does in fact have a taste.
I would agree. I
Okay.
think you can tell a difference when
Mhm.
you drink water, where it's from.
Yes. So do you think that if you were drinking like Dasani versus I don't know, I can't even think of another one, but like a different brand, would you be able to be like, oh yeah, this is this brand because of the taste?
I don't think I could, but I could probably tell you that there is a difference. I don't
Yeah.
think I could tell you exactly the brand, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that one. Nathan, do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. I
Okay.
think like if you just get like, like Walmart brand water, nothing against Walmart brand, that's what we usually get. But like then you get like Smart Water or something, there's a difference. I mean, you
It's
can
the
taste it.
cleanliness. It's the
Yeah.
cleanliness. Like we're from Michigan, we had some Flint water crisis going on a couple years back. We had some lead in our pipes. It was kind of infiltrating everything. So, it was a little dirty. So you can definitely taste dirt.
Yeah.
So that might be something. Okay, my next water related question is let me preface it by saying, have you ever seen the movie The Titanic?
Yes.
Okay, so water related, could Jack have gotten on that door?
He could have.
Okay, I agree. Yes. Or if you were Rose in that situation, what would you have done to keep this man, this love of your life alive?
Move over. There was it's a whole door.
Literally. Take turns, maybe?
Yeah.
There's so many things that could have been done, and that water was freezing.
Did
Old.
she live?
Yeah, unfortunately, in my opinion. But that's neither here nor there. This isn't a Titanic podcast here. But anyways, all right. Let me see what else I got going on this. Let's see. Okay, let's move into some holiday hot takes. Should Christmas music be played before Thanksgiving or not?
I say no, personally. I don't I think right after Thanksgiving, sure,
Yeah.
but before.
Okay. I agree with that. I
When
mean,
do you start your Christmas music?
Probably right after.
Yeah. And are you a Pentatonics person or like other albums or what?
I do like Pentatonics, like their Christmas music,
yeah.
so good. So
So
good.
and they've been around for a long time. They're doing very well. They used to be very
Yes.
like when I was in middle school. Wait, how old are you again? Remind me.
I'm 20.
Oh wow. I'm not used to being I just graduated college, so I'm not used to being older than like people. I just feel so old. But when I was in middle school, so you're not much younger than me. I'm only 23, but they were like their first album came out and I mean it changed the world. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna lie. Yeah.
Honestly, going to one of their concerts sounds so fun. I would
Yes.
love to.
I've seen videos on TikTok of them like even getting like the crowd involved and like or just like I mean because you know everything's a cappella like it's actually really impressive what they
Hmm.
do. So yeah. Um let me think. Do you have any hot takes that you feel strongly about that you'd like to just put on like this podcast?
Hmm. I guess I just heard one actually the other day, and it was about, do crabs think fish fly? Like, we think birds fly, or we know birds fly. Do
Yeah.
crabs think fish are flying?
Wow.
Yes.
I'd have to say yes.
What do
That's
you
what I,
think? Yeah.
if they're on the bottom, I don't know. That's
But
what
then
I just,
but if
Can
a
crabs
crab
swim? Like, can they
I don't
float
know.
or no?
That's the thing. I don't know that.
lobsters can. I know because they have like that little tail.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
but if a crab is on the sand and there's a
Yeah.
fish, are the fish still flying or are they drowning?
Oh,
Because the crab can do both.
yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. That one's hard for me.
That is a hard one. I'm gonna have to ponder that one for a little bit. That might be a new addition to you might have just changed our podcast a little
I
bit.
got I got a I got a fish question for you. As a swimmer, what fish or whatever, like swimming animal, do you relate to most?
Probably, okay, it's not a fish, but probably a dolphin. Like, if we're being more like technical, that's probably the way like swimmers move most comparatively to a dolphin.
Okay,
So yeah,
good answer. Everybody
so
loves
did you ever
dolphins.
so did you ever watch H2O?
I did. I
Okay.
did.
I just had to ask because yeah, that's probably one of the greatest shows in my opinion. Hot take of my own of all time.
I used
Yeah,
to watch that all the time.
I like watched it last year and we watched it. Like it was like that's how much I loved it. But like literally, like you guys are fish pretty much. The amount of time you guys are in the water, so it's like I don't know. It's like comparable. You guys are like a real life H2O. You just don't have scales and tails and stuff.
I
So
wish I did.
that'd be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, okay. We're gonna move a little bit away from the hot takes portions, but I'm just gonna ask you a little bit like about your family, like what like what's your family dynamic look like, and like do you have any unique family traditions that you guys have?
So I live in, or I have two brothers and then my mom and dad, and we live in a very loving and supportive family. Like, they'll do anything for me, I'll do anything for them. So I love my family. I just don't see them all that often. Um, which is sad, but sometimes like my brothers can get a little annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I like my personal space, but other than that, I love my family. Um, what was the other?
Do you
Oh,
have traditions or anything?
nothing too special, I guess. We try to do like a bigger trip every couple of years, and normally it's like to a national park.
Mm.
That's We don't go to like beaches or anything. We go to national parks, but that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fun. That's our family really prefers like going out west and doing things like that and hitting those like you said national parks. Is there like any mantra that you live by or like a best piece of advice that you've been given, whether it has to do with swimming or not?
I think the best thing that I live by is trust the process. Like, you don't always have control over everything, so you kind of just have to put the trust in others as well as yourself, and that's kind of what I live by.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really good one. Gonna put you on the spot here. Do you have any hidden talents? And if you do, are you willing to expose yourself right now?
I don't know if I have any. I don't think I have any hidden talents, to be honest. I'm very bland, plain. I actually don't think I have any hidden talents.
Maybe you're young. Maybe you just haven't found them yet.
Her hidden talent is that she can
Maybe.
swim a mile in 16 minutes.
Facts. I'd drown probably within 15 seconds. So yeah, I don't even think I could tread water for 16 seconds. Like I'm not even joking. Like, man, water terrifies me. Pools, I don't even in pools anymore. But yeah. Let's see. Another question I have. This kind of a little goofy one that I find. It's basically what would your if you came with a warning label, what would your warning label say?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Probably okay. I don't know how to word this very well, but I'm very go with the flow. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can't make decisions. That's probably my warning label. Like you have to know that I will not be making the decisions.
Like indecisiveness, maybe.
Yes.
There we
Yes.
go. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you seem very chill.
Yeah.
You do. Yeah. So, let me think. So you said that you've traveled a lot with your family, like national parks wise and things of that sort. Um, what is like the coolest place that you have traveled, whether
I
in the US or not?
I would say probably like the coolest place is Glacier National Park. I
Mm,
loved it there. Like it looks so different than what I've ever seen before. The mountains, the waters, the hikes, everything.
Right.
Loved it there.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. I think have we been there?
I think mom and dad, well, they were going to go until Jude was born, but we went to Yellowstone, not Glacier.
Oh, that's fun too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure we went to Glacier. We're gonna have to debate that off.
I didn't go to Glacier.
Oh,
You might have gone. I didn't go.
we were definitely together.
I know I didn't go because I
Children.
think that you guys were planning on going when we were here in Virginia and I couldn't get off work.
Dude, I wasn't going I was a college athlete myself, so I understand the fact that I didn't get breaks either. But like, I don't think we were children.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to
we did not
debate
go
for
to
off screen.
Glacier.
We're gonna have to debate like literally when we're off this call, I'm going out the door and I'm gonna debate this with him. But yeah, I think that's all I have, Nathan. So if you have anything else you wanna
Yeah, we just have two questions that we ask everybody at the end. So this first one, you kind of already said trust the process, but if you could give one piece of advice to any young athletes, what would it be?
I think have fun with it.
Mm,
Like that's probably the best advice. Like have fun, make it fun. There's gonna be times where it's not fun, but you kind of have to put your own energy into it, and that gets you through it a lot of the time. So that's
hmm.
probably what I would say.
Yeah. And then anything that you would like to say to Nebraska fans?
Thanks for supporting all the athletics, I guess. Like all your support, everything you do for any sport, like even football, it benefits everyone in the end. So thank you all. That's all I have.
Well, thank you for coming on and good luck this year. We'll be cheering for you. Hope you make the NCAA qualifiers and can win
Thank
it
you.
and set more Nebraska records and yeah, good luck this year and thank you so much for coming on. It's been a blast.
Thank you guys again for having me. I love talking to you guys.
Yeah, we loved having you on. But have a great day today and a great season and yeah, thank you.
Thank you, you as well.
thank you.